I think we deserve it. That's why I have a good feeling with the boys. I think we tried everything. We were speaking about probably the best team in the world in the maximum of its potential. Even in conditions to play a big FA Cup match with the second team. And we are a team with the difficulties that you know. And in spite of that, I think we deserve more than what we got. I have only reasons to be proud with the players.
We needed luck in one situation and Ali in 2 or 3 other situations. But until 72, 73 minutes, I think, we had kind of 77, 80% possession. So it's a big challenge to come here and have that amount of possession, knowing that about the counter-attacking quality of these players on the pitch. So it was intense, really, but I think we deserved the 3 points. Was not the our best game we played, but so far. But it was a very good one, and how I said, really good football in a lot of parts of the game, and in the end, a proper fight, and all good.
It's the last thing that I want to do after this performance is to speak about players. I think it's a way to show respect to these guys. Is not to speak about new players, you know. And can we say Tanganga is a new player? Can we say Tanganga is a new player? He never played a match for Tottenham in the Premier League. Today he played, and today he proved that he can play for us. It's a pity that he's not a striker. It's a pity that he's not a midfield player. But he's one more player that we have. So I think Mane and Salah, they know who Tanganga is. They didn't know before the game. I think when they saw the list, they saw which position this guy plays. I think now they know. The kid was really good. So instead of crying about Harry Kane and Sissoko and Lloris and Ben Davies, let's smile with Tanganga.
When I went to him and wanted to give him a hug after the game, he said stop and wanted to talk first. And he said, "I know I should have scored more goals." Was absolutely not what I wanted to say, but I said, "Yeah, that's true. Probably I didn't even know exactly. Yeah, he should have immediately the first chance. I think it was brilliant play, and then he hits somehow the goalkeeper, and Oxley hits the post. So, but yes." Super player, super. Don't say the first time, but hopefully say it not the last time. Yeah, pretty impressive. Look, I really tried to respond in an appropriate way, to be honest. But when somebody told me, I didn't feel anything. It's just not like that. And I'm football since 50 years or so. So, and if somebody would have told me that will ever happen, I probably would have said it's not possible. Now it happened and it doesn't feel. So I don't know exactly what's wrong with me, but in the it's really cool. It's exceptional. I told the boys, we made kind of an analysis directly after the game. I told what we should have done better, what we could have done better. But of course, I know if it would be easy to have that winning streak, then so many more teams would have done it. It's obviously very exceptional. But we didn't think a second before. I didn't, and after the game, somebody had to remind me about it, and so that's obviously exceptional. But if it stays like this, then I can think about in the next 5 years, or after 5 years or so. In the moment, I can just say what we try to do really with all we have is still to create a basis for the rest of the season. And the rest of the season is still quite long, and we have a lot of tough games to play. The next one is especially tough, and we have to make sure that we are ready for that. Today it was difficult. We made it a bit too difficult for ourselves because we didn't finish it off, but not to forget and not to underestimate the quality of the other team. So it's normal that they come back in a game like this, and I'm really happy. And one thing, I'm not sure if there's another question, but this stadium is something else, I have to say. And thank you very much to whoever built this stadium, that the away dressing room is probably the best in the league. Thank you very much that somebody started that, because other clubs, when they renovate their stadium, they make then the away dressing room smaller. That's just should not be like this. This is now exceptional. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.